Double teabag, disrespectful. I had to kill you immediately. All
Fair
right.
enough.
So the other thing I want to see you do a ton more is go for your up B out of shield. Okay.
Hmm.
Because I'm pretty sure, what is it now? I think it's like frame 5 armor. The move is insanely fast. It's either frame 5 armor, I think it's like frame 9 or something like that out of shield. Regardless, I can't stop you from doing it. And if you do it, and if I'm landing on your shield with like down airs and dash attacks, side specials, stuff like that, if I'm hitting your shield whatsoever, even if I go for a nair and I go for an up tilt, if you go for up B out of shield, you'll go straight through my up tilt and just make me want to die in real life. Okay? So
Hmm.
I want to be seeing that move come out a lot more, because it'll make me respect your shield a lot more. It makes me have to go for things like tomahawk or like empty hop into a shield or falling up air into shield and try and bait that move out. But if I'm just landing on your shield, sometimes I was getting punished. Like you got one good back air on the right side, that was good, right? But still, you want to try to establish that, hey, if I want to jump on your shield, you have something for me every single time. And then I'm going to start getting scared and doing stuff like this, running up and going for shield. And if you go for your up B, then I can try and bait that out. But if you see them going for run up and go for shield like this, or jumping in shield, then you can be going for grab. Or you could be like, let's say, jumping out of shield and coming down with like a landing, falling back air or fair, just to try and catch me for, let's say, running up shielding and going for like up tilt. If you go for like this, try and hit me. Let's say you drop shield, dash out of the way, and then come back in. Just trying to bait me for being scared of your up B. The other thing I want to see you do too is when I'm up on a platform, although you don't have crazy platform pressure as far as like up tilt, if you get your falling up air into the mix or like back airs through the platform, I'd rather see you go for stuff like that rather than retreating to center stage and letting me get down for free.
Hmm.
Okay, your character's entire personality is pressure. Okay, so no matter where I am or what I'm doing, whether or not you're going to be holding forward the entire time, which in a lot of cases Roy can just go ahead and do that, whether or not you are going to do that, you should still make me feel like you might. So if I'm on a platform, I don't think I should just be able to get down, right? Just like if I'm in the corner, I shouldn't be able to just get up with a neutral get up. I should feel like if I do this, I'm probably going to get hit by side B. Or like if I
Hmm.
jump, you're right there to go for a back air. If I roll, you're right there to go for dash back forward tilt, right? You don't want to ever be like ledge trapping from here or up on a platform by accident, right?
Hmm.
Same thing goes for if I'm on the platform. If I'm in neutral, if I don't have a jump, you want to be underneath me like crazy, right? If I'm in this situation, or if I go like this, for example, if I ever air dodge like this, if you can only get there with a dash attack, let's say you dash and get like a side special, which you probably will be able to land more often than not, then you should be going for that versus letting me land, get my shield out, and then going for a grab. Biggest things for sure, just up you at a shield a little bit more and also keep your pressure up. So even right there, if you didn't know if you were going to get that parry or not, still up B would have just got me away from you. Right there, don't want to have this situation happen, right? You want to stay underneath me?
Yeah, that's great.
Might feel weird because like I could just come down with down air, but if you just shield it, then you can go for an up smash. Actually, probably not against my down air, but you can go for at least up B out of shields, right? Alrighty, so another thing too, and this is the flip side of things, is if you are on a platform, or if let's say it doesn't matter, if someone is on a platform, they have to make the first move to get down, right? Getting off the platform is putting yourself into disadvantage. Either have to come straight down and land on your shield, or have to jump above you and give into a juggle situation. So both of those are bad options as far as the person on platform. So yes, I went for a read right there, but if I was wrong, the second part of the counterplay is if I jumped the gun and you did nothing and stayed on platform, then I would have been in disadvantage above you, even if you're on the platform and shield. Because you could have either up aired and hit me, you could have gone for up smash, you could have either just dropped shield, fallen through the platform, and not just taken the stage instead. You have a lot of options there. So when you're on platform, you don't want to rush off the platform or panic off the platform. With that being said, if I go for that read and I notice that, hey, he just stays in shield the entire time and doesn't wait, he waits for me to do something first. Next time I'm not going to go for that full hop. I'm going to stay on the ground and up tilt you until you do something. Right? I'm just going to go like this. If you just stay in shield forever, eventually they'll either shield poke you, or you will have to, like, let's say, either drop shield and run, which will be too slow. If I just go for up tilts, I'll probably catch you, or you will jump eventually. But like, let's say if I go like up tilt and then just jump and go for a back air like I did, if you stay in shield right here, you can up smash and you could have won the game. Right? Just something to think about. It's a heads up play to think about, but that's one of those things for a more experienced player. Once you get to that point, just knowing if you're on the platform and shield, you can stay here for a minute. Just like if you're on the ledge, you can hang here with no iframes and not instantly die. A more mid-level player thing to do is as soon as iframes run out, just immediately get up to try and keep their iframes. So go like this, and as soon as it's about to run out, just roll, right? Or jump or whatever they choose. So being here with no iframes, it's scary, but more experienced players are more than willing to bet on their reaction time and also making a good decision to get out of that situation. Oh, smash. Yep. So I feel like I'm going to see a theme in the VOD as well too. But the biggest thing that's also happening a lot right now is you're trying to fight back in a lot of situations where you should be scared. And by scared, I don't mean like, I don't know, genuinely scared, but it's like it's not your turn to swing, right? So if you have to throw your double jump or your air dodge to just protect yourself, even if you don't take damage, or sorry, even if you don't do damage, you still won the situation by not dying or taking damage, right? Winning every situation doesn't always mean putting on damage. Winning a situation can mean getting out of the corner without dying, getting back to the ground and getting your double jump, right? Letting your shield recover because it was almost about to break. Those are the things that are also super important too, versus trying to fight your way back and say, like, you don't have to care about my hitboxes, because unfortunately, we do have to care about each other's hitboxes, because you're still Roy, and I can't just do whatever I want. But if you're in a bad spot like that, if you were to air dodge the platform, you would have been okay. Or if you were to, I think you used your jump there, so you only had your air dodge. So I can't do anything there. I can't even grab you, right? It's a free grab. Or at least a free attempt of a grab. If you miss a grab there, I can't punish it if I don't have my sword, right? Yeah, I think the biggest thing there is just knowing when to flip the switch from putting on damage to getting opportunities to get your kills. Because there's lots of times where I was swinging, right? And you were deciding to dash back out of the way. And I will say offline in some of those situations, you probably could have caught me. But online, right? And even let's say sometimes even offline as well too, there are a lot of times there where you could have been going for your shield. So I really wasn't going for a lot of grabs, right? So whether or not I outrange you or not, it's the fact that if I'm not going for grabs, if you were to just shield, then you go for, let's say your out smash out of shield, your back out of shield, nair out of shield, whatever it might be, especially in the corners. If I'm at like 120, 130, I should be dying to basically everything, right? So if you get those situations, if I make a really bad mistake, let's say I land on your shield with a dash attack, which I did quite a few times, if you were to go for up smash out of shield, I'm probably going to die. Especially like 120, 130, I should be absolutely dying. Right. For the ledge trapping stuff, I didn't see a ton of jab. There's a decent amount of down tilt, which is good. At one point, you did kill me eventually on the left side. I will honestly say too that Pyramith's Kryptonite is that sort of a down tilt off stage, just because you can kill me at 40. If you catch me with no jump with a down tilt, I just die, right? So that is good to know. It's good to go for. But yeah, jab backer could be worked into your ledge trapping a little bit. Trying to force the roll, so staying up a little bit closer and not quite going for the roll read quite as often. Just try and stay up close and make me feel scared too. So I feel like I should roll. Versus thinking, okay, if I just stay here long enough, eventually he's going to dash back and do something.